Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Alex, and today we're back with another episode of our F1 2022 Manager Career Mode. I have been enjoying the game so far a lot. We finished, I think we finished in, finished in P4 and P7 last race, and we're obviously behind Ferrari. I think Lewis at least is very, very close with Max and Sergio, and Valtteri seems to be very, very fast as well. So it's everything is a big question mark as far as I think, and I don't know. I mean, I think we're doing just fine, but at the same time, well, I don't know. I was thinking at least that we should I wanted to update something. We could actually build this. It's not expensive at all. But there was something I wanted to build, and I think it's car development. So I wanted to upgrade the wind tunnel. All of these updates take a lot of time. So I think it's good to just start it right now. We have some stuff we're waiting for. We have two designs. No, actually, I just only think it's the front wing, but we're waiting for some stuff. But I think we can continue on. And doesn't seem like we necessarily have anything. Alright, yeah. So, oh well, yeah. Let's continue. So, our targets is top 6. Then we have a target of fastest lap and finishing in P6. So that's I don't know, and a hard streak target of P8. So I think we can do that. I think I'm unsure, but I'm pretty sure Jeddah is a pretty bad track for Mercedes. I think you could really see it. It wasn't a great race for Hamilton in real life, but I think we're gonna have a good race.
Welcome to one of the fastest circuits on the calendar here at Jeddah. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is about to kick off, and the atmosphere here is electric. The Jeddah Street Circuit has one of the fastest average speeds, as well as the most corners of any track on the calendar. Good high-speed downforce is going to make life in the fast lane a little easier for drivers here this weekend. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Alright. I think we're just gonna continue on. So as per usual, just adjusting the setup a little bit. Trying to get it just maybe what seems a bit better. And to be fair, I think this is pretty good. That was fairly easy. And then with the same thing here, we're going to we have to test and get a bit better setup here. And actually, I think we can run like this. Yeah. Alright, let's hop and simulate to qualifying just like we did last time. Getting some just set up confidence for our drivers. I think that's really good.
With the third and final free practice session all wrapped up, we now move on to qualifying. For those teams who made the most of free practice, they'll be heading into qualifying full of confidence, knowing that they can carry today's momentum into the upcoming session. Does practice make perfect? Well, for one standout driver, it will make for pole. There's not much left to say, so let's get into it.
So in for this qualifying session, I'm feeling very confident. Wow, our drivers are not feeling excellent in this setup. So I think that could be something that we could work on. So yeah, it seems pretty decent besides the last one. Doesn't seem like Lewis necessarily likes it. So if we can somehow move that. Okay, wait. That one's really, really easy to move. Alright, yeah, that's as far down as we can get it. Alright, we're gonna have to go with this. Alright. Because that's really bad and we just do not want that. And for this setup, wow, yeah. It's not looking great for Mr. Russell. Now we need to find a way to let that thing slide down a bit. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's really a really good job, to be honest. Alright, let's start qualifying.
Radio check.
Let's send these guys out.
It's green light.
I have hopes in this qualifying session actually. But I think Russell is getting us out here. Although, yeah, I'm unsure. I need to see if that all of this works. Yeah, so the only thing is don't fight teammate. And it's wow, we are quite a bit off the pace here. And that's not looking great, to be honest. But I think we're good. I don't think we have to come out again this session. So I think we'll sit out the rest of the session. And yeah. Max Verstappen is then on a lap. And he is actually in P6. As we have Russell split our guys. But I think we're through with this lap. I'm not gonna send them out again. I think we're fine. As Ocon is in the danger zone, I guess. So all of these guys are on a lap then. And that is the end of the session. We have every single driver on track besides our guys. And let's see if these guys improve. And if it's a risk for us. As Leclerc goes over the line and he doesn't necessarily seem to improve that much. And I think we're good. I think we're through. Yeah, so we are through, guaranteed. So I think we can just chill out the rest of the session. So, I mean, again, Valtteri is splitting our drivers. I don't know. I think we could get a let's see about this setup actually. Only thing we can change is the front wing angle. So we're gonna do that. And Lewis seems to dislike the setup a bit, to be honest. That is the only thing I could think of. Alright. Let's start Q2. Send these guys out instantly. So this time, Russell is just ahead of our guy here. And I don't like the looks of this. They are way too close. I hope Sir Lewis gives a bit of breathing room there. Doesn't look like it. They are very close for this lap. I hope we won't see any nasty overtakes. I'll just cost both of them time. I don't think Lewis will be able to set a great lap here. He's stuck behind Russell. Oh no. Don't go for the overtake, mate. Alright, finishing up the lap. I think it's alright, yeah. So Lewis still somehow is a lot faster than Russell, and just after the lap he gets ahead. But Bottas is then ahead of us, so Russell had a bad lap. And I think we're just instantly going to reconfigure these guys' setup. Because it could be so that we could have to send them out. Depending on what times to get. So I think we're sending out Russell at least. Let's just slow it down here a bit. This will be a pretty hard decision to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna send both of them out. They do not have good enough times. I'm not feeling comfortable. Hamilton is again just behind Russell, but I don't think he's that close, to be honest. As across the line they go, and it's Hamilton up in P5 then. And again, a sandwich, Mercedes sandwich in between Bottas. So again, some issues there. I hope. That's not great, to be honest. I guess that setup is feeling worse. So let's try turning it the other way, actually. To be fair, this is not the best time to be playing around with setups, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Radio check, radio check. Let's send both of them out. This could be an issue. I think I'm sending them up to way too close, actually. I think it's on me. As Hamilton loses out. I'm not gonna ask Russell to fight, to be honest. Lewis is just gonna have a better lap time here. And I really just hope they can somehow build a bit of a gap here. I think they are way too close for my confidence. But let's see if he can maybe give just a bit of a toe, maybe. So on the first lap then, let's see who is going to be fastest in the first sector for us. Is it Hamilton? I think it's going to be Hamilton, to be honest. Completing up then the first sector. The time is purple and it's green for Russell, so he is slower. I don't know if I should be surprised or not, but all of those of course turn into green, as Russell is really close to Hamilton actually. He could be good with that setup. Do we have a new compound? Yes, we do. But I think we need some more fuel there. Alright. Lovely. And then tires, we need a new set of tires there, I think. So these guys are ready to get sent out again almost instantly, as I will do. Alright, we're sending them out. Let's do this. Russell is very far behind Hamilton this time. And that great. It's not looking great for Russell. That's not good. So that's P5 and P6. Alright. Let's see what we can do in the race.
The time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
We saw a reasonable push from Mercedes in qualifying, and they'll have plenty of opportunities here to achieve a great result. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. We've been having lovely clear weather, although there are a few clouds lurking. Hopefully they'll stay in check for the duration of the race.
Well, this is certainly going to be a challenging but no doubt exciting race here in Jeddah.
Alright, let's do this. So we need to set up the plan. And oh my. I don't know the strategy here. But actually, I I think we're going to put Lewis on the one stop, and the same thing with Russell, of course. We're putting him on the other one stop, so he's gonna have just a little bit of a worst strategy. I'm gonna have to I don't know if it's worse, I don't know if it's better, but I hope that it'll be better in the long run.
Clear. Tonight's race shouldn't hold any unpleasant surprises. And here we've got Lewis Hamilton. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. And here we can see Russell. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. Will their hard work pay off today? We're now
Alright, getting ready on the grid. The lights are turning on as we're ready. And lights out and away we go. Just like he says there. And I think we're going to ask them to push here in the beginning, actually.
Let's lift and coast.
Why is he saying lift and coast? I'm telling him to push. Anyways, let's go. We're going to push here a bit in the beginning. So I don't really care if it means that we'll lose out a bit of fuel in the beginning of the race then. But Russell is actually ahead of Hamilton in the first part, as both of our drivers are ahead of Valtteri Bottas. I don't know if they qualify like that. I don't really remember, but it's a great start for the race for us, and I think we can push. They don't seem to be losing a lot of fuel, so let's just move on with the race then. You can see, yeah, well, pushing a bit isn't necessarily looking as good,
DRS has been enabled.
but DRS is enabled as Leclerc is running wide.
What's this? There's Leclerc. Goodness me, they're completely off the racing line.
Oof. I mean, yeah, that could have been worse, to be honest. That could have been worse. Anyways, then, DRS is enabled. We are pretty far off our contenders, and I have no idea what Russell is doing. He is holding up Lewis a lot, to be honest. I think we should let him by, because Lewis is, of course, on the fresher tires. Yeah, that was questionable. Now let's just drop that order. I know Lewis is faster in those mediums. I know he can do more in those mediums. So I'm going to let him use those mediums, to be honest. And let's see, when do they have to pit? So it's still a long time. And Hamilton's going to have to pit pretty soon, to be honest. I don't know about that, as Bottas is getting a great run on both of our drivers. Can he send it down inside? No, he will not. Let's start simulating here then. I need to get a bit of a move on. As Russell overtakes Hamilton. Huh. Those mediums seems to be those hards, my bad, seem to be working really, really good. As Hamilton is flying down the order. What is going on? Hamilton, come on. You have DRS and everything. What is happening? We have a pretty big lockup. Is he going to send it down inside? Yes, he will. There's a crash. There's a big crash.
Sounds like a few cars have crashed. Let's take a closer look. Taking a look again. It involves
Oh my god. What is gonna happen? Oh, they crash.
contact there. Oh, there's chaos on the
The teammates crash. Clowns. Bunch of clowns. Who got a penalty? Why is there no safety car? Our first safety car could have been there. Doesn't look like it.
gains for Mercedes.
There's another crash? Is there another crash? I think we have another crash, to be honest. Yes, Leclerc. What has happened?
It's a collision. Let's take a look at the replay.
Is it the same place?
Leclerc.
Oh, this is not gonna turn out good. This is not gonna turn out good. He locks up.
Oh no!
Max Verstappen.
Mark my words, there'll be questions asked about that later.
Leclerc is then in the pits. And I don't know, Max Verstappen seems to be going on there, but we are up into P5 and P6 then. And there is still no safety car. What is going on? What a eventful first 8 laps of the race. We have 2 big crashes.
It's a race position gained from Mercedes.
Let's see then, Russell has got ahead of Bottas. And I think it's a pretty nice move. No, it's just a DRS overtake. We're going to have to take it, but
I think there's been a lock-up.
Latifi's locked up. This is not a safe track to lock up, to be honest. And
They've locked up.
oh well, yeah, rookie mistake. The GOAT has messed up once again. As Hamilton gets ahead of Ocon, and he's fighting. Russell is actually up in P3. We have a great shot. We have a great shot on the podium here.
Just watch the Mercedes.
So here Hamilton sends it in on Ocon, and then I think he's gonna have DRS down the main straight to get ahead of him as well. What a eventful first laps. Holy macaroni. So P3 and P5 then. It's looking very, very good for us. So pit window is then open. And we are going to try to perfect this once again.
For Alfa Romeo.
So we have a pretty intense battle here with Russell for that. No, with Bottas for that podium. As there is a safety car, we are pitting Lewis Hamilton. We have to pit. We have to pit. We must pit here.
We've had a big crash here.
And there's a big crash apparently. And I don't know about Russell. We cannot pit on the hards.
Been a crash. Sounds
And Leclerc has crashed.
okay, here's the Ferrari.
Oh, that's looking very nasty.
Very wrong there.
We couldn't see it, but that's looking very nasty.
And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it
Not good.
really hurt their overall chances.
So it's a big crash, and we are going to pit Lewis Hamilton then. And I think we're going to let Hamilton stay out. No, my bad. We're pitting Hamilton and leaving Russell out. So he could possibly get some luck with a safety car in the, like, a bit further in the race. But he's currently, so we're currently running here in P19 then. So we're going to simulate on just a little bit. I think Hamilton has caught up. Yeah, so we're just behind Verstappen.
So safety car is in this lap.
Alright, safety car is in this lap. So I think we're just going to move on to the end here. I really want to see this race start. It's going to be very interesting. And I think it's a bit more interesting actually watching up here what is going to happen with these guys instead. Need to get ready here. So green flag once again. We get off the line. Guan Yu has dropped back a bit. How about Hamilton? He's not gaining on Max Verstappen either. So it's us in P4 and P12, but we gotta remember that Lewis has already pitted. He can play a very big factor on in this race, as the top two are pulling away a bit, and Hamilton does not seem to progress, as
DRS has
actually that's exactly what he does, and there is still no DRS, so that's why. Anyways, moving on, we have
Position gained for Mercedes.
Lewis in P10, and he's on a charge. He's very, very quick here. We can just see that. As Russell and Bottas keep on fighting a lot, actually.
Just moved up a place.
And that is Hamilton in P9. He's flying up the order, to be honest. As he can overtake Max now. We just watch the timing here very closely. That's gonna play a big factor, as I think it's really, really close to the pit window here for I think we're close to pit window, and I think we're going to undercut. I think we're gonna pit just one lap early, so we can stay ahead here. As look at this, Lewis, go on the outside. Oh, he can do it. That's Lewis on the outside with Max Verstappen. They're side by side. Gasly has the perfect view here as he just doesn't make it stick, but I was very close. And moving on then. I mean, we're gonna have to pit. I think we're pitting just a bit earlier. So I think we're pitting this lap, to be honest, and we're going on the mediums. So let's pit. Box. As Hamilton is now up in P5. Look at that. And there is a yellow sector there. And look at that. If we can stay ahead of Max, we can win this race with Hamilton. But I don't know. Max seems to be very quick actually. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think we have enough to push to the end of the race, to be honest. That's exactly what we're going to do. And pushing on, it's very, very close. As we're fighting closely then, with very, very closely actually, with Max Verstappen. And this is all for the win. This is all for the race win. We're losing time to the leaders. Have they already pitted? Have they? I just thought they haven't, to be honest, but they might have already pitted. So this could be not a race for the win, but a race for P3, which is also a great achievement. We have a stopped car on track. I don't know what car it is. I'm sincerely hoping it's the race lead though. And it's Gasly. Gasly has crashed in turn 5. I think he is spun then. It's a massive crash actually. It's looking very nasty. Very, very nasty. But it's not a safety car. And I have to take a look at these guys. Have they ran a hard strategy the whole race? That's looking very, very interesting. I don't know. Pits 1, they have pitted. And Max Verstappen's tires are really, really bad. If we just keep on pushing. That's how the... Alright. So if we just keep on pushing, we can get this podium. I think we could push tires as well. Let's maximum attack here. This guy as well. We can maximum push here. Overtake here as well. Let's go, Lewis. I know you can do this. We're pushing every way possible. Super hard. These are going to be a few interesting last laps for sure. But I don't think he should send you here. I think he should leave it for the main straight. Coming on the main straight then. We're gaining, and that's an easy pass. We get the outside as well. Keep the racing line. The grip on the track is getting high and we're pushing like crazy. Those tires are losing, of course, a bit of a performance, but I think we can push throughout the whole lap here. But let's just move back to aggressive. And Max Verstappen has lost. That gap is getting very, very big actually. I think we can leave that on standard. I need to see what is going on here with Max Verstappen. His tires are just not looking great. And whoa, Russell is catching up like crazy. I don't know. So that's Lewis. He's gaining a lot on well, no, he's not really necessarily gaining, but
You're fastest man on track.
Russell is the fastest man on track. That's really interesting to see how our strategy has played out almost perfectly. And he's gaining a lot actually. Many seconds a lap.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
But we're keeping this on neutral, I think. We could even harvest.
2 laps remain.
Lewis harvest let's see. Can this man catch up? It's the last lap. We're putting this
Okay, copy.
on light because we do not want Lewis. Are you crazy? Lewis is crazy, but Russell is pushing like crazy. But here we have, it's on for the last lap then. No car has finished the track, but I do not think we have enough laps to catch up actually, as we have then another track across the finish line. And Russell is of course gaining a lot, but it was not meant to be.
We have checkered flags now.
But what a race.
Thank you so much for continuing to push this year. I'm so inspired by you guys.
Well done, mate. We believe in you too. Okay, we'll have a chat later.
Hashtag bless Lewis. GG's. And yeah, I think it's a great job. I think the strategy did not really play in Russell's hands. It's a bit different from real life in my opinion. But Gasly is on a very interesting strategy. How is he on the softs? He must have went for like 2 pit stops or something. We can see here Max tires were just not great at the end of the race. And that is probably what helped us to get this great finished. That's just awesome.
Lewis Hamilton did okay here today. A truly well-earned podium here, and a dream come true for everyone involved. The highly decorated record breaker from Stevenage once again taking to the podium. Alongside them, of course, the other 2 talented drivers completing today's podium lineup. There's no doubt that Mercedes have a lot of potential. Now they need to figure out how to make it work for them.
Yep, plenty for them to think about and strategize, and certainly a good enough result for now.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in 3rd place in the constructor standings.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
So that is us in P3 and P5, and it's a great race. Russell gains a position and in the standings over Bottas, and we have our first podium of the season, and Russell actually grabs the fastest lap of the race. And although we're not really getting close to any of the top teams, we are having a pretty solid P3 finish, and Russell has gotten a development point, so that's gonna be really interesting to see how we. I really want to see how you use that. It's gonna be interesting. But we have earned a lot of money as well. We're exceeding our expectations by a lot. And yeah, I think that's it for this race. So if you enjoyed, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. I will upload the Albert Park race very soon, so stay tuned for that one. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.